Hey guys, I'm Emrizi, and today I want to talk about the 3 states of an element, aka the modalities in the zodiac wheel. So, cardinal, fixed, and mutable. Cardinal is the birth of the element. It's like you bring the element in. You bring it into existence. You create a new way of that element. That's the cardinal energy. The cardinal signs are the signs, the upper side of the wheel, the lower side of the wheel, the east side of the wheel, and the west side of the wheel, which hold the wheel together. These 4 are the cardinal signs. For each element there is one modality. So there is cardinal fire, fixed fire, and mutable fire. Cardinal water, fixed water, and mutable water. And so on with earth and air also. So in general, the cardinal energy is a fire energy. Because the first cardinal sign is a cardinal fire sign. It's the first sign of the zodiac. It's Aries. So, cardinal is bringing the element in. It's like Brahma, Vishnu, and Shiva, or Father, Son, and the Holy Ghost, the Holy Trinity. That's what they talk about in every religious book, in every cultural, like historic, mythological stuff. They always talk about that. When they talk about 3, when they talk about the triangle, when they talk about the Holy Trinity, it's that. So Brahma brings in, Brahma is the birth, Brahma is cardinal, Vishnu is keeping it, Vishnu is keeping the element, it's the fixed part, and Shiva is flexible, Shiva is mutable, and it moves the element, and it destroys the current state, the fixed state of the element. So Brahma, Vishnu, Shiva, cardinal, fixed, and mutable. So in general, the fixed state of an element is the most physical state of an element. So the most fixed sign is Taurus, because the modality fixed itself is a earth energy, and the modality cardinal itself is the fire energy, because bringing things in and starting things is fire in general. So and mutable is water and air, because mutable, you can change that, and water and air are changing. So let's start with cardinal fire. Cardinal fire is Aries, bringing the passions in, bringing the visions in, creating and birthing new visions, creating and birthing new passions, like a new attention. Then we have cardinal water, creating and birthing a new feeling, a new internal, because water is internal feeling and fire is external feeling. So cardinal water is like creating emotion, creating a new emotion, creating a new way to feel, creating a new way to feel in the inside, to feel safe on the inside. Because water is all about feeling safe on the inside. And yeah, then there is cardinal air. It's the opposite side of cardinal fire. So the opposite side of Aries. it's Libra. Cardinal air is Libra. Creating, initiating and creating and birthing a new communication. Because if you want to communicate with something, you have to relate to it. And Libra energy is that essence. If you relate to something outside of you, to one particular thing, and keep the balance from yourself and the other thing. And that's Libra energy. So it's that peaceful energy. Air signs are always masculine because they deal with logic, and Libra deals with love, but it's more the communicating love, thinking about love and communicating love, giving love. Taurus is more receiving love. So cardinal air is Libra, creating, initiating and creating a relation, a connection with your mind, with your language, with like creating harmony between you and the other thing you relate to. Then there is the opposite sign, the last cardinal sign, the opposing. Wie? Wir? Warum? Aber Corona, aber ja, ja, aber Television, zu viel.
Nein, guck mal, mein Nachbar gestorben.
Yeah, this world we live in, it's sad. But what should we do? We just accept it and do the best. So the opposite sign of Cancer is cardinal earth, because water is always the opposing earth. So cardinal earth is initiating and creating a new form, initiating and creating and birthing a new material structure, a form. Capricorn, that's Capricorn. Cardinal is always the first of each element. It brings the element in. So Capricorn, initiating and creating a new structure, a new form, a new matter, a new matrix to put things in, new organization, creating that, having a blueprint, how things should look on the material. Like Capricorn energy is an automatic blueprint of things, how they will be manifested in the reality, because it's the earth, it's the creation of earth. Then we have the fixed sign. If something is created with cardinal energy, the second step is to keep it. You create it, then you have to keep it. In order to get more into that, get deeper into that element and keep it, and being fixed with it, being stubborn with it, that's the fixed signs. So the first fixed sign is Taurus. Taurus is fixed earth. So it's keeping, after you created the earth, the matter, the structure, the organization, the matrix, to the system, after you created it, you keep being in that system, you keep being in that matter, you keep being in that, like, you are stubborn with it. That's why Taurus always, like, they call Taurus lazy and shit, because Taurus likes, they work hard, but they work slowly, because they are a long period of time, they are in the same thing. That's fixed. If you, like, always in the same thing of that element, so always in the same matter, always in the same stability, always in the same way to get stability, being lost in it. And fixed signs are very easy to get lost. It's very easy to get lost in that element for fixed signs. Like, fixed signs are getting lost in that element the most. So fixed earth, being lost in a negative way, like in a negative manifestation, it could mean being lost in one particular way to get stability, way to receive, because it's the feminine side of Taurus. Being fixed in that way to receive stability, being fixed in a way to receive a system, organization, and a structure. So, yeah. Then the second fixed sign is Leo. Fixed fire. Being stubborn with the own vision. Being stubborn is like the flame which doesn't move, like it dances, because every element dances and is like a wave. Every element acts like a wave. So it's the wave, but it's in the same place, it's in the same position all the time. So it's in the same way to express their self. They are very stubborn with one particular way to express their self and their personality. And they are fixated in their own visions, in their own attention. Fixated on getting attention or giving attention to one particular thing. That's fixed fire. Then we have the third fixed sign, and that's, did I forget it? Nah. The third fixed sign is Scorpio, fixed water. Being lost in a negative way, being lost like in a negative manifestation, it could mean being lost in one particular emotion and diving deep into that emotion until they reach the source of that emotion. And whichever planet you have, that's what acts like that. So the planet is always what. The sign is always how, like the energy signature. And the house is always where, in which area of your life. So fixed water can mean or means staying in one particular emotion until the water gets solid. Fixed is always a more solid version of the element. Being fixated in their own way to feel internally, and being fixated in emotions, like diving deep into that emotions. Then we have fixed air. The last fixed sign, Aquarius. Aquarius is getting lost in one particular thought, like getting lost into being intellectually different, being intellectually like individual individual intellect, like their way to think and to communicate. They stay in that way, and they want to stay in that way, being different. So they try to be different and staying. They are fixated in being rebellious with the mind. They are fixated in being against something with the mind and how they speak, and being fixated on their own way to think and communicate. Okay, so air is always thinking and communicating and connecting two things or more things. Aquarius is like more things, connecting more things at once, but with the fixed energy. Then we have the mutable elements, but about the mutable ones I will make a part 2. So those, that's what I have to say for now about the modalities and the 3